when Brad Garlinghouse goes on Fox News, he really drops some bombs. See this whole thing, I'll explain more as I go, but this is his first interview after everyone agreed on what to say. Look at this. Let's go to that spot where the first word on the street is. The Ether ETF is going to leaven up a lot of next month, as early as next month, or even July. What do you think? That seems right. And I think it's a big deal just because it opens up the markets even more for people who want to use them. You saw 10 billion when the Bitcoin ETF went live in January. I believe it took 2 months to get to the same level. It took about a year for gold ETF to get there. That's why there is still a lot of interest in this space. Also, I believe the ETF will do really well. Why do you think the SEC is becoming, let's say, more practical when it comes to Bitcoin ETFs and the approval process? First, I think they've lost a lot in court. For that reason, they had to be dragged across the finish line to make the Bitcoin ETF happen. But I think they knew that if they dragged their feet and fought over the ETF, the same thing was probably going to happen. And I agree that it's annoying that we have to go to court to get those good results. These are tools that the US should put money into. We should welcome these because they create jobs and are new technologies. The CC's been fighting all the way through, which is a shame. I believe we've known each other for 7 years. You guys didn't have that loud of a voice back then. It looks like you do now. What about an ETF for XRP? You just spoke at the Consensus 2024 meeting a week ago. I have a great movie of Brad at Consensus. I caught the whole thing on tape. My channel should have that movie up soon. It's going to come out before this. Great news about the SEC, the Ripple stablecoin, and what's to come for XRP and Ripple. Also, thanks a lot. 200 people signed up. I need you to do all of this. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thanks a lot. I'm so grateful to have you with me on this amazing trip, not just for XRP, but also for Solana, Cardano, and other people. Okay. When it comes to XRP, the SEC has tried to take you to court. Yes. Do you not believe that Gensler and company might say no way to that one? I think it will be hard to win this fight with them. I mean, do they really make things hard? They made things hard for a lot of people, and that's what they lost at the Austin meeting last week. People don't want to be exposed to just one commodity. That is, if you are exposed to gold, you might also want to be exposed to silver, as long as you have exposure to other goods. So it makes sense to me. You desire not to have just one threaded object open to attack. Also, I think people forget that XRP was the second most valuable digital asset not long ago before the SEC got involved. That was before the SEC. The question is whether ETH is a guarantee or not. They have now agreed to the ETF. They say different things. It's really hard to understand. We shouldn't assume that all of our investors know what XRP is. Have you ever really been early? I'm talking about an early seed round chance. That costs money, right? You get paid in XRP, but now anyone can buy it, even if they don't use the Ripple system, right? That's right. A digital currency, XRP, is not that different from Bitcoin or Ethereum. Each object is made up of different parts. Bitcoin has grown a lot because it has become worth a lot of money. ETH, the smart contracts feature, is getting a lot of attention. XRP is very cheap and very fast when it comes to making transactions. Tokens that cost gas and other fees to use are talked about. If you want to send money across borders, Ripple uses XRP as part of our tech stack. In exchange, you give the person moving the money 0.00001 XRP, which is about 51 cents right now. But let me ask you a question. At the moment, SWIFT is the top competitor in that area. Of course, that's the Organization for International Bank Transfers. That's the world one that many people use. Do not they charge a lot more? Yes, they really are the most powerful. SWIFT has been around for 50 or 60 years. There are also things that bother all of us SWIFT users about how little it has changed in the last 50 or 60 years. It's slow because of how it's built and how it works. It's pricey, and to be honest, it makes mistakes a lot. A study found that about 6% of all efforts to wire a SWIFT transaction fail because of mistakes. The money bounces back, and it takes days to get it back. How about you? For us, an XRP exchange and a payment flow happen in real time. It works right away and across borders. For many of our customers, the best thing is that they don't have to pre-fund their accounts. This is because many of our customers are banks. You don't have to pre-fund with XRP or Ripple in it, our payments network. With SWIFT, you're pre-funding and your money is sitting idle in other banks around the world. As about a week ago, this cryptocurrency has all of a sudden come to life, and now Bitcoin is back above 70,000. A screaming kitty came back into the world, reactivated his Reddit account, and said he owns $115 million worth of GameStop shares. Some people think this is related. Do you think there's a link between his quick rise to fame and all the cryptos going up? Or like a joke stock field in 2021, when a lot of people were also getting into crypto. Yeah, I think this energy is really coming from what's going on in politics. The US still has the world's biggest economy, but it has been slow to adopt cryptocurrencies. You know, places like Japan, Singapore, and the UK are way ahead of us. Switzerland, we're really behind the rest of the world, you know. They also have offices in many of those towns. Indeed, we have 14 offices around the world. Seeing as you already said this, I think what's really driving the movement right now is the fact that the voice of crypto and the voice of crypto and the voice of Ripple are really rising in the United States. I believe you're noticing changes. That does include money. You have given a total of $50 million to Fairshake, the lobbying company, over the past 2 years. It looks like a lot of people are putting money in there. Then Donald Trump comes along and says, I'm the crypto president, Joe Biden is making noise about how rules should be loosened up a bit. You guys all of a sudden have a voice. In a way, you're the kitten that roared. I don't think it's as much about she loves to include screaming cat in this. I mean, there are. It was great to see Ro and Katie again. We were all stuck at home because of COVID in 2021, which is why things were so crazy. We also had a lot of extra money to spend because a lot of money was created and given to regular people in 2020 and 2020, 2021. I do believe that the bull market we are in is going to reach a really amazing level, maybe a 10 or 12 trillion dollar market. Prices have been staying the same for a while now. We should have a mid-2025 or even late 2025, but you should definitely make a plan. After the bull market ends, what are you going to do with all this crypto? You need a plan to get out of there. In Kryptonaires, we talk about this all the time. That is my group, and I share all of my alpha there. I just sent out a 150x joke coin named Let's Fucking Go. I said it was going to happen 2 months ago when the market cap was $200,000. I did it in a live free Sensei chat too. The market value is $30 million, job that I gave to everyone. I hope that made you some money with me. Hey, you're finally seeing some of the political processes in the United States move and act. This is more about Rory the Roaring Kitten. Also, the Biden government hasn't been seen yet. They've said some things, but they haven't done anything to follow up. You've seen Trump talk about this during his campaign. It's really smart and well planned, in my opinion. A lot of people are very emotional about this subject. These people are excited about new ideas and tools because they know they can be used to protect consumers. Some people think it's crazy that it became a political issue, but I believe Republicans are taking a very planned approach to that. It's also becoming an election topic, which I believe is good for the business world. So I believe it's giving the market some steam. It's a political matter at the moment. Trump also talks a lot about crypto and how it should be used. I just wish he had done something for the crypto business during his 4 years as president. He had 4 years. He wasn't very active. It looks like the Biden government knows that Americans are very interested in crypto, and things could change a lot for them in the polls if they don't do something like pass this Fit 21 plan. That being said, let's hope that now that both candidates are talking about crypto, it becomes a popular subject and a few 100 million people join. That would be great for everyone. I'll see you soon. I hope you liked this Fox News chat with Brad Garlinghouse. I was the Crypto Sensei.